morning, everybody. Today is January 10th, 2021, and we are going to be taking a look at gold, silver, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin. And perfect timing, the dog just came in, so hopefully she decides to be quiet. Hi, puppers. All right, let's take a look at these charts before the dog gets the better of me. Gold. Gold is still pulling back off of this rejection from the moving averages, which is what I thought was going to happen. So I am just going to be keeping an eye on gold, but I am still more bearish than bullish. However, now my target to break on gold is now down here above this too, to switch my position to a bullish posture. Silver. Well, that dog certainly knows how to make a lot of noise. Silver I'm still bullish on. However, we still have to close this weekly candle above here. This weekly candle is not looking great. However, we still have Thursday and Friday to go. So we'll see. With 2 days and 4 hours left, this candle can close anywhere. And I am just going to keep biding my time. All right, S&P 500. The S&P 500, I believe, is looking... It's starting to look a little divergent, to be honest, on the weekly. And the MACD, however, is still trending up and it's still positive. However, it is starting to flatten again. And this candle, if it closes like that, is not looking great. I would much prefer to see this candle close as a strong candle at the very top of this channel, followed by a breakout on the 3 going above the 2. That would be my ideal. So a breakout early next week off of the close at the high of this candle. The daily is showing that we are on a 7, so we still have 2 more days left potentially in this 9. We could see a pop in this 8 or 9. However, the RSI is diverging. The MACD is trending downward still, but it is almost completely flat. And it is over the positive, it is still in the positive range. So maybe be cautious. I am not in the S&P currently. I'm not trading that specifically, but looking where it's at right now, I would consider maybe taking a little bit of profit and just waiting for the breakout. But I would be waiting for the 9 to print, and I think we can still get that 9. All right, Bitcoin on the monthly. Nothing's really changing on the monthly. It's still a strong 2 candle above a 1 candle, and we still have 21 days and 6 hours left to go. On the weekly candle is still a 2 going above a 1, going above the 9, which is still an extremely bullish scenario. It is also above the all-time high, and as long as we close above the wick of this 6, I am still going to be bullish on the weekly chart. On the daily, we had our pullback in the middle of the night. Oddly enough, beautiful points where price is being supported. We did wick down into the 43 range. I was not expecting that. However, I am liking the structure on this, and we are still holding. So if we can close below this yellow line, my bearish posture does start to become more likely. On the 4 hour, we came right down to the top of this channel that I drew earlier in the week, and we bounced right off of it. And now we're trying to decide if we're going to show support in this area, and oddly enough, we're closing right below this yellow line. And what I've said before is that as long as we're above this green area, I'm still a bull. We can go all the way down to 41, and I can still be a bull. However, I did talk about how I don't want to see a pattern start to occur where I see a head and shoulders forming. And right now we are starting to produce something close to that. We need to dip down all the way to at least the bottom of this channel, and then we can make a head and shoulders that's, wonky and lopsided, but still head and shoulders, and then that's when I would start to get concerned. The MACD on this chart is flattened out, and the RSI is completely out of the overbought range. It just fell like a rock. God, when was that? We'll look on the hourly. And the hourly chart is more granular. Look at that. We caught ourselves on this price at this 44 range, which was a really nice thing. We dipped down all the way, though, and we definitely touched the top of these candles on the 1 hour. However, looking at this chart, we are flipping. It looks like we are bouncing into a moving average, and we are retesting this previous support structure right here, and I don't know if we are going to get rejected. This volume is telling me that this move is more bullish than bearish, for sure. This volume is minimal. This is a very red candle. This is a, I would say that's a pretty bearish candle. Even though the body of it is under 50% of the total length of this candle. It did show that there were buyers starting to come back up. And then, of course, this is an extremely bullish candle. That's still pretty bullish, and this is getting weaker and weaker. So we're going to see where this hour closes. I think if we end up back down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as we close underneath 45,000, basically, we're going to keep our count at a 7. And we can still, and then we can go back and get another leg on the downside and maybe print a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to print our 9, however, we're going to need to be under 44. 44.4 is basically where we need to be under. And so that's going to be a little bit difficult. We bottomed on the RSI right almost into the oversold area. This is the lowest the RSI has been in quite a while. The lowest the RSI has been since we bottomed back at 29K. So that is something to be very, very considerate about. I guess technically we did at 32 would be the last time we had a low RSI like this. So I'm just going to be paying attention to all of this. This is looking not super concerning yet. I'm not super concerned. I am just going to be waiting and paying attention. Is there a time to take profit? I think the time to take profit was up here in this area, personally. I don't think taking profit here is a wise decision. However, I am still going to be maintaining that if we break below this green line, then I think more downside is on the way. And I will be looking now at my 4-hour chart to see if we are breaking back inside of this channel, and if we are going to break into the channel, trade into it, and follow this trend up, or are we going to break underneath it as a punishment for breaking out of the channel and not being able to hold it. So those are my thoughts on the S&P 500, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Everyone have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.